A mustard cream sauce isn't really just about mustard. It's about balance, rich, savory, and tangy.
Today, we're going to be making a mustard cream sauce.
Has your mustard cream sauce ever broken? Or tasted like watered down cream soup with no flavor? Maybe both? Those sound like different problems, but they're usually caused by the same mistake, and it all has to do with the order.
I'll show you what order that is, and that one ingredient that helps hold the whole thing together.
This sauce sits right between two series on this channel, the cream sauce and pan sauce formula. If you've watched both, you have the skills needed to make this. If you haven't, don't worry. Everything you need is right here.
I'm going to start by making sure my pork is nice and dry. This is very important. Any moisture will keep it from browning and getting that really good crust.
We'll start with 2 pork chops seasoned simply with salt and pepper. Just like every protein we've cooked in this series, the goal is the same: dry surface, hot pan, and patience. Once the pork hits the pan, leave it alone until it's time to flip. Solid contact creates the browning that builds bond and flavor. While this episode will be focused on the sauce, if you like the whole pork chop cooking method, I'll link it below.
Once these pork chops come out, don't clean the pan.
That's not a dirty pan, that's flavor. Again, everything starts with the pan sauce formula. Today, we're focusing on the step that determines whether this becomes a rich sauce or a bland and muddled. Now let's build the sauce. Lower the heat and add the shallots. Shallots add sweetness that balances the mustard's natural sharpness. And adding a little garlic will support the sauce without taking over. Next, we're adding the wine to the glaze and scrape up that bond flavor. Unlike our red wine reduction, this sauce starts with a lighter foundation. White wine, and then chicken stock, keeps the flavors bright while allowing the cream to become part of the sauce, not compete with it.
Most recipes tell you to add the cream now. Don't.
This is where order comes into play. We must reduce before adding the mustard, cream, and finishing with butter. It's absolutely crucial to develop those layers of flavor. Reduce the stock first. You're aiming to cut that liquid by about half. Give it 5 to 6 minutes. You'll know it's ready when it looks slightly darker and moves slowly across the pan. As water evaporates, flavor concentrates, and the sauce gains body. We're doing all of the hard reduction now before the cream ever enters the pan.
Now we add the mustard.
Most people think mustard is here for flavor, and it is, but mustard is doing a second job too. It contains natural emulsifiers, compounds that help fat and liquid stay together. It's part of the flavor and part of the structure. Only now do we add the cream. Because the reduction is already finished, the cream doesn't need to work nearly as hard. We're enriching the sauce, not reducing the cream. Keep it at a gentle simmer, just enough movement to see the surface barely ripple. And now add the thyme. Fresh thyme adds a faint herbal note that cuts through the richness without competing with the mustard. We'll give it 2 or 3 minutes to infuse the flavor.
Now we're going to finish with cold butter. Make sure it's cold.
Just like in our earlier pan sauces, we swirl in the butter to emulsify the fat without breaking the sauce. Butter adds shine, richness, and body.
Let's give the sauce a taste. That is rich, but not heavy. The mustard gives it balance, and because we reduced first, it's not too thick. If you've enjoyed this series, consider subscribing. Each episode builds on another method or technique.
Look at how this mustard cream sauce blankets our seared pork chop. The fawn built depth, the reduction built flavor, the mustard added balance, and the cream, it brought it all together.
My favorite part, I get to taste. There's a lot of that sauce on there. Oh my gosh, give me a moment. That tastes so good. It is delicious. The sauce is silky smooth, but it's got that tang of the mustard. Oh, this is so yummy. You're gonna love it. You know, this sauce connects everything that we've learned so far in the cream sauce formula and the pan sauce formula. Different techniques, but the same principles. If you've missed any of the episodes, I'll link them all below. All right, thank you for joining me, and until next time.